What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about silver and whether or not I would quote-unquote sell my stack at $50 an ounce. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the brand new DYDSS 3/9 Fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I want to talk about the silver and what I would do if the spot price were to climb all the way back up to the $50 range. What were to happen? What would I do if this little silver eagle right here, 1 troy ounce of silver, became worth one of these bad boys? This is a question that I've been getting asked quite a bit. I don't know why, but the common denominator is $50. Everybody who's been asking me this question is wondering what I would do if the spot price of silver went back to about 50 bucks. I guess everybody's using $50 because of around silver's all-time high. But this was inspired by a couple of the people who were asking me questions during my live stream from a couple of nights ago. For those of you who do not know, I live stream in the evening times a couple nights a week. And for the record, tonight's live stream will be in the VIP club. If anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metal VIP club, it'll be the first link in the description. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, link in the description. But to answer the question today, at $50 an ounce silver, would I part ways with the stack? The short answer is no, absolutely not. I would rather not part ways with my stack, period. If I do part ways with my stack or a portion of my stack, it's because of potentially a financial emergency, where I have no choice but to liquidate. But no, I would not cash out if spot price went to $50 just so I can pay capital gains tax and have a larger amount of fiat dollar bills that have essentially come crumbling down. Because if you think about it, the stronger precious metals become, that usually means the weaker the dollar bill is becoming. So that's the way I see it. So would I cash out at $50? No. If I were to ever cash out, whether it be altogether or a small portion or whatever's going on, it would not be to quote-unquote fiat profit. I am not interested in profiting from a fiat perspective. I am not interested in trading my dollars for silver just to trade my silver for a larger amount of now even weaker dollars. To me, that makes absolutely no sense. To you, it might. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you disagree with me. Here's the good news. You don't have to agree with me. But moving forward, I wanted to talk about why I don't want to sell my silver and why I will do everything in my power to avoid it at all costs. So first things first, from a fiat perspective, I'm getting rid of the fiat in exchange for real, true, honest money for a reason. I don't want the fiat. I don't want the currency. I don't want the dollars. I want the money. I want the silver. I want the gold. I want the real, true, honest, globally recognized form of money, constitutionally recognized as money, biblically recognized as money, the silver, and also the gold. It's been money for thousands and thousands of years. The dollar bill was a man-made invention that's losing purchasing power every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year of every decade. It's becoming weaker and weaker. And by letting it sit around doing absolutely nothing, it depreciates in value. So what I like to do is trade these fiat glorified IOU dollar bills for silver and gold, which historically does an excellent job holding its value. More specifically, gold. Silver, the volatility, it's a little bit more up and down, a little bit more sporadic. Gold has proven itself to be a little bit more stable and can hold its own a little bit better. But even with the volatility of silver, in my opinion and from my perspective, not a financial advisor, so this isn't financial advice, but in my opinion, I think silver, even with it going up and down and up and down, up and down all the time, even that stands a far better chance than the dollar bill, in my opinion. You could say the same for copper. I know a lot of people aren't really the biggest fan of copper. I've gotten comments from people saying,
copper's horrible, you're wasting your time, copper's stupid, why are you stacking copper, why are you paying attention to copper, copper's never going to be a precious metal.
And my response to that always is, you're absolutely right, but it stands a far better chance than the dollar bill. And even the anti-copper people turn around and say, okay, yeah, you got a point there. So, point being is that the dollar bill, I don't even want to say in my opinion, because it's not even my opinion, it's a fact. You can ask an economist, you can ask an accountant, you can ask a banker. It depreciates in value. Due to inflation, due to more of these being printed, more of these paper dollar bills in circulation, the more of them that are created, the weaker they become. So, to combat that, I like to trade them for precious metals because they stand a far better chance of holding their value. They could potentially go up in value, although that's not really what I prioritize. Silver doesn't have to go up in value to me. Neither does gold. If it can hold its value, it's doing the job that I'm asking it to do. As long as it's not going down in value like the dollar bill, we're all good. Smooth sailing. For me. It might differ from you, but that's the way that I look at it, and that's the way I do things. As an emergency fund, I do stack some dollar bills. I stack a little bit of currency. Not much, just some. I think it's a pretty good idea to stack a little bit of fiat alongside your money. The reason for that is because, well, as I refer to it, it's as an emergency fund. It's sitting there for me if and when I need it, and I sleep pretty well at night knowing that I have a little bit of money stashed away. I also have a little bit of currency stashed away. And I would rather not part ways with any portion of my stack of silver and gold unless I absolutely needed to liquidate due to a financial emergency. Now, I've gotten comments from people saying that if you have to liquidate your silver, that means you weren't financially prepared enough and you should have had a larger dollar amount. The way I see it, here's the issue with that logic. You could have $25,000 stashed away. $25,000. That can get you through some tough times. But what happens if you have a $26,000 emergency and you only have $25,000? And you got to part ways with, as much as I hate wording it this way, $1,000 worth of silver and or gold. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So I learned early on that there's no real way of being fully 100% prepared. You can prepare yourself to the best of your ability and try your best to cover all bases in order to combat any issue that comes your way, whether it be food preps, whether it be a method of water purification, whether it be a generator, whether it be silver and gold for a financial issue, or dollar bills for a financial issue. You can do your best to cover all bases, but there's no way of being fully 100% ready for anything in the world. There's always going to be something that'll catch you off guard. There's always going to be something that you didn't expect. And every time something like that happens, I personally view it as a learning lesson because it shows me what my weaknesses are, and I know at that point moving forward what I need to work on strengthening, and then I can see my strengths and make sure that I'm maintaining those strengths. So with the silver and the gold, it's absolutely there for me in case something were to happen. But I'm hanging on to it for the long term. Once I have it in my possession, I no longer care about what spot price means my silver and gold is worth. Doesn't matter to me. I only care about spot price before I get my hands on the next order of silver and or gold that I'm going to be placing. I try to get the most bang for my buck. I try to get the most money for my currency. But once I've gotten rid of my currency and acquired some real true money, I no longer care what it's worth. It doesn't matter to me. I only measure it in dollars before it's in my possession. Once it's in my possession, it's measured in ounces. And if I pick it up for, let's just say, $25 an ounce, and somewhere down the road it goes to $35 an ounce, is my mind automatically going to go to, oh, if I sell it now, I can get $10 profit per troy ounce? No, that's not the way I see it. That's short-term mentality. And I would not part ways with my silver or my gold unless I absolutely needed to. If I had no other choice but to liquidate, I would liquidate. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, even if it's not something that you want to do. Sometimes you got to make really tough decisions. Sometimes things are out of our control, out of our hands. Sometimes it's just got to be done. We got to make decisions every day that we don't want to make. So, experiencing a financial emergency or economic hardships, if those lead to us being backed into a corner and we have to part ways with a small portion of the stack just to liquidate, just to have a little bit of cash because we're running short on certain things that we need to take care of, then hey, that's just what we got to do. I'm curious to know, everyone watching right now, since we are, after all, stacking for completely different reasons. Some of us have short-term mentality, some of us have long-term mentality, some of us are stacking for completely different reasons, some of us are stacking so that we can eventually part ways with the silver and the gold and pay capital gains tax and then roll around in those fiat dollar bills. Some of us are doing it just to use it as a hedge against inflation, maybe potentially a long-term emergency fund or somewhat of a physical savings account. Some of us don't plan on parting ways with it or doing anything with it at all, but to pass it down to children, grandchildren, family members. I'm curious, what would you do if the spot price went to $50 an ounce? Let's just say in a couple of days, spot price were to go to $50 an ounce. What would you do at that point? Would you cash out? Would you liquidate? Would you capitalize on that and profit from a fiat perspective? Or would you still hang on? Let me know in the comment section down below what you would do with your precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. Don't forget the next one is going to be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Smaller number of people watching, that means I can read more comments and respond to more viewers in real time. You can get access to giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. You can watch all the YouTube videos commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,000. I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. Comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, the brand new DYDSS 3/9 fine tally marks, available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what would you do? What decision would you make if the spot price of silver were to go to $50 an ounce? Let's just say over the course of the next couple of days, weeks, or months, sometime by the end of the year. If silver went to $50 an ounce, what would you do? Would you part ways with the stack? Would you liquidate? Would you sell? Would you cash out and profit from a fiat perspective? Or would you hold on because you're in it for the long run, not the short term? Let me know in the comment section down below anything and everything related to what you would do at $50 an ounce silver. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.